the good news, obviously, post lockdown, is that there already started to be a slight increase in numbers in participation, particularly in the sort of veterans and walking football categories. So certainly, whenever the national team does well, there's a boost. There's an interest. Hopefully, an influx of players will come along. We at the Somerset FA support sort of new team development as well, so we can offer funds to clubs that are looking to get started and new teams that are generated from the interest of England doing well. Obviously, everybody hopes we win it on Sunday night, which will just generate even more interest. And we always see in this country, whenever we do well in the Ashes or we do well in the Olympics, there's always a buzz about those sports. And football's obviously the most popular sport as it is anyway. And hopefully, even more people will just get the bug and want to join in and go and look for their local teams or their local join in and play sessions.
Obviously, we've had a lot of changes with women's football, in particular in the county, and relocating up to Bridgewater and the big changes going on there. Are we seeing more women? Are we seeing more young people generally interested in the sport? I mean, I appreciate we've had a lockdown recently, but generally over the last couple of years.
Yeah, the women's and girls games is another growing area of the sport. We've got the Somerset County Women's League and the Somerset Girls League that are very popular. Obviously, you still get some girls will play in the mixed football as well, which they can play in. So yeah, it's certainly a popular aspect of the game. We have Wildcat sessions, which are for 5 to 11-year-olds, where people can come along if they're a bit maybe apprehensive about joining a team to start off with. They can come along and join these sessions that are the more sort of friendly kickabout sessions, if you like, and with a little bit of coaching involved as a gentle introduction to the game. And from there, we can sort of exit route those young girls into clubs around the county as well. So they're really popular. I think we've got in the region of about 30 running at the moment around the county, which is really good. Yeah, so mixed football is something that basically that's up to under 16. Football can be mixed. So even though you'll see a lot of the teams are predominantly boys, particularly as they get into teenagers, technically girls can play in those age groups as well. Many of them tend to play in girls only teams, but it is sort of within the rules that girls can also play within those mixed teams as well.
How popular are the mixed teams, and what kind of benefits are there from playing in a mixed team?
The girls football itself, standalone girls teams and girls clubs are probably more popular for girls to play in, but you do find some girls will stay playing with the boys up to certainly as they get towards sort of under 12s, under 13s, they'll still be playing. Obviously, as they get older, it tends to be that they go into a girls only team, but they are popular. There's benefits obviously of playing with them. Sometimes it's the benefit for the parents of keeping siblings together, which is easier to manage in terms of ferrying children around to football fixtures. But they are popular. There's probably the girls only football is slightly more popular for girls, but you will find some girls will still play in the mixed football, which is really good to see.
I guess the one question you're often asked is about role models, and obviously, young children are very impressionable by what they see with these superstars on the pitch. Have there been any really positive examples that you've seen reflected on the pitch, and have there been any, ones that you've had to, try to stop them doing, even though they've watched that on TV?
Yeah, I mean, many of this England team now are really good role models for young players. Certainly the behaviour on the pitch has been pretty good throughout this tournament. So, the likes of Harry Kane and Jordan Henderson, Raheem Sterling, they always seem to carry themselves really well, which is brilliant to see. And young people, like you said, will follow that lead. There's always going to be, the odd incident where you'd rather young players don't see it. Certainly the shouting at referees, the arguing with other players, those sort of things. That's why, the FA have got their own respect campaign, which is something that has been around for a few years. It's something that promotes positive and good behaviour, and it's something that isn't just for the players, it's for the parents and the coaches as well, so that we can really start to sort of drive up the positive playing environment and improve the standards throughout. Just that within Somerset FA, we have our own small grants funds that help new teams. We appreciate that grassroots football is something where you do need money to set teams up. So we can offer some small pots of funding to help those teams. That's any age group, right the way through from under 7s upwards. There's funding through the Football Foundation for other things such as goalposts. So, clubs are always looking to sort of improve their facilities, and the Football Foundation are a great source of funding for grassroots football. So basically, if anybody sort of needs any advice, any help, whether that's with funding, whether that's with coach education to help new coaches come through, or existing coaches improve and develop, then just contact the Somerset FA and we'll try and point in the right direction.